Hi everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of October 2019. Hello and welcome, whether you are watching for yourself or cross-watching for another individual with these placements. Special thanks to all of you who have continued to support this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It's with your support that I'm able to keep putting out these messages, and it's just a gift to see all the love and support that comes through, not only for myself, but for each other in the comment section. It's really amazing to be part of this tarot community on YouTube, so thank you so much for making me a part of that. We actually did break 25,000 subscriptions, which is insane to me. So thank you so much. I am actually going to be hosting a giveaway on Instagram in about a week or so. So for those of you who are interested in winning a personal reading or a Reiki session with me, definitely follow me on all of my social media if you haven't done that already, to ensure that you not only miss this giveaway, but you don't miss out on future giveaways as well. I have all of those links in the description box down below, as well as links for those who are interested in scheduling a personal reading, a Reiki session, or like to make a donation. For those of you who are also brand new to my channel, I do like to start off each of these general monthly readings with an astrological report. I do have an accompanying blog post in the description box down below that will give you the exact dates and a more in-depth reading of what's coming and when. Again, it's not necessarily... You don't need to watch it. Someone can look at the timestamp down below if you're not interested in that part of the reading. But I think it's actually really helpful because it really does give you a sense of timing and also just like overall what is happening. I find that the tarot and astrology really complement each other very well. But again, you can look in the timestamp down below. Someone will comment. I will pin that up there. So take a peek for that. But I know Virgo, I'm a Virgo sun myself. We really had an intense month last month. We were really feeling all of those oppositions between Pisces in Neptune and all of the planets running through our sign, also opposing our natal placements potentially with that Neptune energy. So really intense. A lot of things were coming to the surface. I noticed a lot of revelations that were being made in September. And I do feel like October is kind of a follow-up to this. Whatever we learned about or whatever came to the surface, people are now going to be exploring, you know, with that Pluto influence, with that Scorpion influence. We have, so especially towards the end of October, when we're hitting when we're hitting Scorpio season, we do have these planets moving through Scorpio at the start of the month, however, too. So there is going to be this need to kind of explore and go deeper and really talk about things that are taboo. I feel like for a lot of people, it was kind of already kicked up last month, and now it's really going to be explored. And I do feel like October, it's not going to be as intense of a month as September. It might not be easy all the time, but I definitely feel the energy is much lighter in comparison. We do have Pluto going direct on October 3rd, which is also in Capricorn. We have Saturn that went direct in Capricorn last month, and there's been a lot of delays in that energy. And with this progression, whatever has been kind of going through a personal transformation for you since April, when Pluto first went retrograde, also when Saturn went retrograde, there's been a lot of blockages, a lot of delays, a lot of inner pressure that's been building. We're now going to see this come to manifest in the outside world. We are now moving forward. We're now releasing these blockages, and that could take the form of uncomfortable conversations, of blow-ups. But I really feel like this is actually going to ease up a lot of tension, especially being in fellow Earth sign Capricorn, kind of a trining energy for us. So there's a lot of potential for us to transform if we do the work. Pluto will test you very much like Capricorn does. Pluto has the benefit, though, it will strip you down. And if you pass the test, if you persevere, if you work with that energy, if you allow the transformation to occur, you're not only given back what was taken from you, you might get that and then some. So Pluto isn't all bad. There's a lot of transformation that can come from it, but it is a very intense energy. We do have Mercury going retrograde right at the end of the month on October 31st. Very scary Halloween, right? Very appropriate for Samhain as well, when the veil is at its thinnest point. Communication is going to be taking an inward direction. You know, Mercury, the planet of communication, of ideas, of planning, that is all going inward. And we are being encouraged to focus on completing things. And I also feel like with communication going inner, inside of ourselves, inward, there's the word. I'm already feeling the retrograde apparently. With that mercurial influence going inward, especially in Scorpio, on Samhain, I really feel like mediumship is going to be a big theme for the month of October. I know that sounds really weird to some people. I hope I'm not losing you all with this wooiness, but you really might be getting messages from deceased loved ones. And that could be just symbols. You might be seeing, personal symbols for that person, sometimes butterflies as well, although it's quite late for butterflies. You might be seeing images of them on the wall or on posters or just online. It could be popping up in your reality a lot. And there's really so many different mediums. There's so many different ways that the deceased can communicate with us. You know, crows are a big one, and I think that's much more appropriate for October as well. If you find yourself being caught out a lot, that's something that's happened to me. Could potentially be a loved one from the other side communicating with you, or a spirit guide giving you a message as well. So it's a very intense time. We're really talking about a lot of very important things. I'm already seeing that kind of in the social media feeds I'm a part of. There's a lot of revelations happening. There's also just a lot of talk about really important things and consequences that are happening. So I think October will be a really interesting month and a good follow-up, kind of dispersing the tension that was stirred up in September. So don't freak out. I do have the blog post linked in the description box down below for those of you who are interested. I am going to start with a general reading, but before we do that, I'd like to just give my quick disclaimer that these messages are general and of course are not going to resonate with everybody. If this video does not resonate with you, or you'd like more clarity, you are more than welcome to check out some of your other placements, your moon, rising, or Venus signs. If you don't know what those are, I have a natal chart calculator in the description box that can help you figure out your other astrological placements. And I also have love readings on this channel as well, which are timeless. If you're looking for specific love messages, you can look through the Heart of the Matter love readings. I have the playlist on my YouTube homepage, so you can look through those. And also keep in mind that with these general messages, some of the energy can actually be in the reverse. The roles can be switched. So if there is another person coming in and the energy feels more like your own, just switch the roles as it applies, especially if you are cross-watching for a Virgo individual. And I think that's pretty much everything. I am going to start shuffling for you now, Virgo. Let's see what we have in store for us coming into October, kind of the energy that was laid out. Interesting. The energy that was laid out for us in September, or even earlier, or further back. And this energy, this could be what you have left behind. This could be playing out through the month of September. We actually have 3 cards together. The Father of Wands, the Emperor, and the Daughter of Pentacles all came out together. This is showing up kind of in the physical, day-to-day. In your heart, in the emotions, we have the 7 of Wands. And in communication, in your mind, your psyche, we have the 6 of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, someone definitely felt... For some of you, there was this person who really made you feel like you kind of lost a peg here, because you went from the 7 of Wands to the 6 of Wands, and you had to stand up for yourself. things might not have gone your way. I'm seeing with the Father of Wands and the Emperor card specifically together, this feels like an individual who is very controlling, very domineering. They might literally have authority over you. This could be a supervisor, a boss, or a coworker who is kind of your senior in some way. And they were just being very controlling with you, and you were kind of this Daughter of Pentacles in the background, maybe a little unsure of yourself. At first, you were feeling like you had to kind of stand up to this person, but I see that some of you, you kind of just had to fly away or just move past the situation. I feel like you handled it well, whatever it was that happened here, especially if it was involving a fire sign with this Father of Wands, particularly Aries with the Emperor, could also be Sagittarius or Leo as well. But I am getting strong Aries energy here for some of you. And this Daughter of Pentacles, it's like this person might have said things to you in the past. They might have been very domineering with you and kind of spoke over you, and you tolerated it. I almost wonder if some of you stood up to this person, or if you just left this person behind, or just distance yourself in some way. I am being very drawn to this Moon card at the bottom of the deck here, which does feel appropriate for the energy overall from the past. I think there was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of questioning yourself, questioning where you're going, questioning your path, what is happening for me, what is happening in this situation with this person. I do feel like you're really trying to find this inner light, and it's been kind of challenging with whatever was going on with this controlling person, this very strong personality. It's almost like they were muting you in some way. And I do see you walking away a little victorious here. It's like whatever blow up might have happened or whatever conflict happened, I think you actually won, even if this person thinks they won, is an energy I am getting. I'm actually very curious. Let's clarify, because I feel like the Seven of Wands and Six of Wands is connected in some way. I'm going to clarify these energies. Show me clearly. What is the Six of Wands about? The Magician. It's like whatever it was that this person did to you, it really didn't shake you that much. You know, they were doing what was true to them, where they were at. You didn't really get too involved with all of that. You didn't get too wrapped up into that energy. You really did focus on protecting yourself. There might have been a scuffle there. There might have been some defensiveness or a confrontation. But ultimately, you walked away very strong, very in your power, especially with this Magician card here. This is a mercurial energy, so it does pertain to Virgo and Gemini. Could potentially be an individual you were dealing with as well. But I really feel like you didn't let this defeat you. In fact, you almost used this as a platform to go forward. With whatever this person was doing, however they were trying to control your life, you kind of saw them. I almost feel like you saw a side to them with the Moon. You saw their emotional aspects that most people don't see. You see where they're struggling, but you didn't really... Whatever this fight was, you didn't let it beat you down. You definitely felt it, but you're still in a positive place after the fact. So that's interesting. What are the animal messages for Virgo? Fish. Coming into October. You know, there is really strong Piscean influence, because we did have the Moon at the bottom of the deck. We do have the Fish card here as well. I feel like there was a lot of things that were just out of your control. You were kind of going with the flow and doing what you needed to do. There might have been some travel for some of you as well. Fish does indicate movement and kind of following the tides. I do feel like with this sort of energy, you really just kind of had to go with the flow. You had to focus on what you needed to focus on. If there is still work unfinished from September or earlier on, it is going to be coming back to be completed, especially with Mercury retrograde at the end of the month, especially as we're coming into that pre-shadow. Stuff from the past might start cropping up. But I feel like you just had to work on what you could work on and let a lot of things go. Interesting. So we're now going to be looking at what is being introduced for you, what is coming in for October, the new energy, or what is developing here. This is especially pertinent to the first part of October, but with these general readings, the time frames are also a bit fluid as well. It's not going to be the same for everyone, so just keep that in mind too. Interesting. What are the messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for October 2019? Show me clearly. Oops. Beautiful. I'm actually being told to stop right now. And of course at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Swords, which can sometimes be a stop for me. We have the Three of Wands that came out with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. All of these came out together. We also have Justice, the Six of Pentacles, and the Mother of Pentacles. So this is going to be really, really specific and obviously not applies to all of you, but I almost get the sense that if there has been something financial where someone has been hoarding wealth, especially if they were a fire sign in the past, maybe that's what this past conflict was referring to, I do see some windfall for you. This person's behavior is going to be exposed, it's going to be revealed, and I do feel like there was this hoarding of wealth, or someone was holding back some sort of resource, and I do see that that is coming in for you. Justice is going to be had. I do see the Six of Pentacles very favorable. It feels like whatever is settled here, it's very beneficial to you, Virgo, especially with this Mother of Pentacles. I'm feeling like you're coming into quite a bit of abundance. There's some windfall, there's some money here for you. And it very well could be pertaining to family, legal, or work matters, especially. It could also be something emotional. It could be kind of a spiritual or emotional retribution as well, a benefit that's coming in for you. Whatever it is that's blossoming, it feels very, very good. Could be involving a Libra or another earth sign as well, with Justice and the Mother of Pentacles. But I feel like there is a lot of nurturing that is happening for you. And this makes a lot of sense because with Libra season, this is your second house. This is what you value both monetarily and morally. I do feel like there is some money coming in, especially with all of this scorpionic energy. There is kind of windfall there, something being settled. Yeah, if any of you are involved in like a legal issue, I do feel like that is going to resolve favorably for you. I do get the sense though that someone's been a little bit sneaky with the Seven of Swords, and it could be this fire sign from the past. I am kind of seeing that as the progression. It could be with a family member, or perhaps a coworker, or a boss. And this Three of Wands, something is coming in. There is money coming in. There is support coming in. There is abundance here. whoever was exploiting this situation I feel like they're missing out on this future opportunity now. Interesting. I'm going to pull a couple more cards here just to see. Any other messages? Oops. Drop the card here. Mother of Cups and the Son of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, this is family stuff, actually. I'm really feeling that for a lot of you because we have the mother facing one way, the son facing the other. There might be some sort of family disagreement here. This could very well be pertaining to a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be a lover as well. I do see kind of this disagreement, but it's like you already know you're winning. You already know you're getting what you want. This person might not see it yet. Some of you could be talking a lot with a water sign. Sometimes the Son of Cups or the Knight of Cups, it can be an apology, especially if there was some sort of fight in the past. But honestly, Virgo, as I'm kind of feeling into your energy, you're not that worried about this, whatever the situation is. It's almost like you counted your losses here, and now all of a sudden you're gaining something again. And that makes a lot of sense with Pluto going direct. It's like, it's almost like we were talking about earlier in the astrology report. When you pass the test of Pluto, everything that Pluto stripped away from you comes back to you, sometimes with a bonus. So it's like you really did let this go. Whatever it was, whoever this was, and now it's coming back in. And your energy, it's really almost like whatever. It's really, really bizarre, to be honest. I don't even know what you're going to be doing with this person. I'm very curious. I'd love to hear in the comments how you're feeling about this, if this is resonating. It's like you counted your loss, and you stood your ground. You got back up. You did what you needed to do. And I feel stability is coming for you. And of course, the animal wisdom we have for you is horse, which is beautiful. This is the master card of the earth suit in the animal spirit deck. It is very, very strong, stable, and you are being supported by horse. You are being carried towards more stability. It's important for you to just keep moving forward, to have endurance, to have strength. Horse can help you do that, calling in a horse as a totem. I definitely feel like there was a move for some of you, though, too. Maybe this is what the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles here. Some of you might have moved pretty far away, actually. Or this situation, it could have physically taken place with someone who is far away physically. I do get the sense of distance somehow. And movement. Things are looking pretty good for you, Virgo. And that doesn't mean that it's all sunshine and roses, but a situation you thought was just over, that you really just let go, you're suddenly going to have closure or resolution there that you weren't expecting. It's almost like This energy of you grew something last year and it didn't grow. And you kind of just counted your loss, you kind of forgot about it, and now all of a sudden you're seeing this fruit being born. Something is coming to the surface, something is coming up unexpectedly. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm curious to see where all of this is going. This could be pertaining to the second half of October or beyond. This is kind of just the trajectory of all of this energy, the long term. Where is all of this leading for my Virgos? Where is all of this leading for my Virgos? Show me clearly. So I'm going to be honest, I do see with the Strength card and the Daughter of Swords that came out together, I almost feel like your energy is the Strength, and this Daughter of Swords here, I'm sorry, it's Daughter of Swords. This is someone who, they're acting a little immature. It feels like this person from the past, but they're coming in much more reduced. They've really been brought down. So I do feel like this person is going to give you some problems for a while. Could be a fire sign, especially Leo. But I just see that you're the bigger person here with the Strength card, and whatever this person says, it's like, it really just doesn't dent you. This person has said so many things to you in the past, or has done so many things, it's like, whatever comes down the road, you're just not worried about it. You know that this person isn't gone. You know that this person is going to keep bothering you. Especially now that you kind of got your way after giving up. You still got your way. And I'm kind of getting this similar energy with the Daughter of Wands. Although I do feel like for some of you, this is you. You have a lot of potential here, a lot of new possibilities. And I think you're figuring out where to go with all of this. If this is a breakup situation, I do feel like you're kind of leaving this in the past. This person might be trying to come back, and you're just like, you're done. You've learned your lesson. You got what you needed out of it. And you're looking forward to the next adventure. You're trying to figure out what to do with all this new energy. And I see major healing taking place. All of this stuff that's happening, it is part of a healing cycle because we have the Four of Swords together with the Six of Cups. Again, this is healing the past for a lot of you. I do feel like some of you sense there is more to come here with this Four of Swords, but you're just taking rest. I feel healing is a very big thing. There could be someone from the past coming back, especially with Mercury retrograde, who it's going to bring in some closure, whether it feels like that right away or not. It's going to help you close out a cycle, and you have a lot of potential here, Virgo. And it feels positive. It's not like this overjoyed, like, everything I want is coming true sort of feeling, but it's like, it's much more mature than that, honestly. It's much less fantastical. It's much more, it's very grounded in you, in your heart. It's very real, what you feel. You're very stable. Even if the people around you aren't. And it's like, you found the stability inside yourself with Horse here. You might be carrying the weight a little bit, but it's like, it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like a burden. And I have 3 animal cards that came out for you. Spider, Nightingale, and Golden Egg. I do feel like some of you are really working on something creative, and maybe that's what this Daughter of Wands is all about, this Page of Wands energy. You have a lot of creative potential right now. We are going to be in National Novel Writing Month next month for November. Maybe some of you are writing, but I feel like whatever form of creativity makes your heart sing, it's very important for you to start engaging with that. And, you know, even if you don't do National Novel Writing Month, I really, no joke, feel like with the collective energy, when you have a lot of people doing an activity like that, it affects the collective as a whole, regardless of whether they realize it or not. So it's a really good time to get creative, especially if you are a writer, maybe a poet with this nightingale, or a songwriter. And I feel like it's really important for you to get into flow. You found something that really feels so good in your heart. With this golden egg card, this is the heart chakra. And you're really connecting with this. And it seems very, very beautiful. I do see... I keep getting the word like nesting. It's like you're nestled. You're comfortable. Even though there's still work to be done here, especially with Spider, you're feeling comfortable by the end of the month, or perhaps in November, about where everything is going. You just have this sense of security, this unshakable security, and that's very, very beautiful. It's very calm. And I do feel like it is important to speak from the heart. And you're doing so with a lot of grace and a lot of composure. You're not just yelling at someone. You're not having a meltdown with someone. You have really gone through so much transformation that you are now able to express yourself in a way that is not going to overwhelm. You are going to say what you need to say. How this person reacts, it's kind of on them at this point, because you're doing all you can to minimize the damage. You're not going at it with this revenge sort of mentality. Justice has already been served, or will already be served. And you're healing in a lot of very beautiful ways, and you're reconnecting with your creativity, with your heart. And if you're feeling lost, really get in touch with your heart chakra, Virgo. And as we are going into Scorpio, your third house, there is a lot of stuff to do with communication as well. So there might be a lot of talk that's happening, but I see that you're really... You either embody this strength, or you're being advised to start working on this now, to gain this composure, because it's not about being this ferocious lion here. This lion has tamed its bestial impulses, holding this rose, this calm, serene look on his face. Emotional mastery is yours. Maybe that is the gift. Maybe that is the boon some of you have gained, although I do want to say there is a financial component for this as well, or something that's going to bring you a lot of stability. But if nothing else, you have been gifted something very, very beautiful, Virgo, and I hope you see that very soon. I am not getting any more messages for you at this time. Again, I have all of my links in the description box for those of you who would like to book personal readings or have a Reiki session. Again, I am doing that giveaway within a week or so. I'll be launching it officially, so if you're interested in that, follow me on all of my social media so you don't miss the announcements. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what is happening for all of you. And if I don't see you in a personal reading or in a Reiki session or for the giveaway, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, Virgo. Bye.